Okay, I've been easy on you so far. I haven't asked you to do a lot. Now it's time to put some of these things together. It's time to create your own cheat sheet for your speech, for your presentation. I never speak off the top of the head. Let me tell you a little secret. I have a horrible memory. I can never remember what my next point is or what the next slide is. But guess what? I don't have to. I cheat. Simple sheet of paper. You heard me talk about this in the first video. Amazingly simple tool. It cost 5 cents or less, and yet most people don't do it. They feel this need to, let me work hard and try to remember and memorize, or let me put all the notes on the PowerPoint slide, which is the worst thing. No, or let me wing it. No, they don't wing it. Have a plan and stick to it. This is a plan. So what I want you to do is to really isolate your 5 main ideas, write them down, type them up, and then a word or two for your main examples, a couple of words to remind you for the stories. If you have a particular statistic or fact or number you're afraid you'll forget, put that down. But it really should be as tight and as focused. This is an hour-long keynote speech. These are all the notes that I need. So that's what I want you to do now. This is frankly 1,000 times easier than writing out a speech word for word. For most people in most situations, you are far better off having this as the starting point and the final thing you do, rather than writing out the whole speech, trying to memorize it, trying to tweak every little word. If you are a president of a country or a major finance minister and any one wrong word can cause a scandal or destroy businesses or an economy or start a war, well, yes, then it makes sense to write out every single word and have it vetted and looked at. But for most people, 99.99% of the world, the big problem is not that we get one word wrong. The big problem for most of us is that nobody remembers anything we said because we were boring and we didn't deliver it in a compelling, captivating, interesting, engaging way. Having notes on a single sheet of paper will liberate you, will make you feel so much more comfortable, more relaxed when you are speaking, and it will create a better experience for your audience. Now, I recommend you make it in large font. This font is large enough for me to read, so I don't have to sort of fumble around in the middle of a presentation and put on my glasses and do all this. Large font, bold it, and do not use the whole Roman numeral 1, little a. It's too hard when you're standing up speaking to people to try to look at different levels of indentation. I just have everything all far left indentation and number it. That way it's much easier for the eye to look down, see where you were, see where you are. You can have one that tells you what every slide is. Now, if you find yourself needing more than a single sheet of paper, the problem is not that you need another sheet of paper. The problem is you haven't really narrowed your messages down enough. So that's a good check. Right there. If you can't narrow it down to a single sheet of paper and with large font, don't narrow it down but have, 4-point font where you've got 10,000 words on a single sheet. That's cheating. You've got to be able to use this piece of paper and to use it in the way you can when you're standing and speaking. If you're standing and speaking, you don't want to hold your notes because that takes you out of the moment of speaking with people. If you have your notes down on a table or a chair, sometimes even the floor, and you continue to move your hands, walk around, the audience won't even know you're using notes. And they will perceive you as smarter, more competent, more intelligent, more capable. And it's right here for us, and most people never do it. So that is your assignment right now. Come up with a 1-page for notes, and please, don't use your iPad. It looks ridiculous to hold a big piece of technology when you're up speaking. I'm not trying to kill all the trees in the world, but one sheet of paper won't hurt. I'm not anti-technology, but this little thing has never asked for more battery power. It's never asked for compatibility. It's never gone on the fritz. It's never needed another wire. Good old paper has never let me down. This is also great if you are using PowerPoint and all of a sudden the PowerPoint doesn't work. You don't care because you have your notes. So that's the assignment. Create your one-page notes for your presentation right now.